There's a staircase in New Mexico that defies logic, structural understanding, and leaves the Sisters of Loretto convinced they were visited by an angel. Let's talk about one of the greatest unsolved feats in woodworking. I've studied structural engineering at Yale, moved entire buildings in the Saudi desert, and welded enough steel to know when something's not supposed to be standing, but is. That is why I need you to hear this story. Let's set the scene. The year was 1878, and the Sisters of Loretto had nearly completed their Gothic Revival chapel. But the choir loft, which was 22 feet high in the air, had no staircase. The architect had died before designing one, and no one could figure out how to build one that wouldn't eat up the precious space in their little tiny chapel. So what did the sisters do? They prayed, of course, a novena for 9 days straight. And on the final day, a man arrived. No name. He didn't even give a name. No wagon full of lumber, just a few hand tools and a donkey. And he offered to build the staircase, and the sisters let him in. He worked in silence. No apprentices, no blueprints. No one even saw any timber deliveries. But the wood he used? Now, y'all, that is where things get strange. Because decades later, samples were analyzed. It was spruce, yes, but not from New Mexico, because spruce doesn't grow in New Mexico. But it was also not from the Rockies, or from anywhere, actually. According to Mysterious New Mexico, the exact species of spruce used in the Loretto staircase has never been scientifically identified anywhere else in the world. And then there's the build itself, a perfect double helix spiral with 33 steps and no central support column. Need I remind you that Jesus was 33 years old when he was crucified? Also, the staircase had no nails, no glue, just wooden pegs and joinery tight enough to bear the load through geometry alone. At this, in the 1950s, someone tried to reinforce it. They added metal brackets between the staircase and the adjacent pillar. Seemed smart at the time until the brackets started damaging it. Turns out the staircase had been engineered to move slightly, like a spring under pressure. Those braces choked its natural motion and stressed the structure. Guess you don't add braces to a miracle. When the staircase was complete, the man vanished. No bill, no goodbye. He never even told the sisters his name. Some say he was Saint Joseph, the patron saint of carpenters. Others say he was a French master trained in secret spiral joinery. But even today, no one can fully explain the physics or the origin of the wood. All we know is one man walked in with a toolbox and a donkey and left behind a miracle of craftsmanship. This is built pretty.